Here we have a new 2027 GMC Terrain. Now this one comes in the AT4 trim level with all-wheel drive. Volcanic red tint coat is the paint. And then we have the Forest Storm cloth and Cortec interior. The powertrain consists of a 1.5-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine that's mated to an 8-speed automatic transmission. Now as we come around to the front end here, we do get our LED headlamps along with the LED daytime running lights, and we have LED fog lights as well. But I love the front fascias of the AT4, the kind of galvanized grille, if you will, red recovery hooks, and the fog lights really make a big difference. So if you see this thing out at night, it does pop, especially with this red here. Now down here, these are gonna be 17-inch aluminum wheels. And I love having these wheels with the beefier tires. They look kind of, you know, they're more off-terrain or off-road oriented, excuse me. And it just gives it that kind of almost Jeep-like stance to it. If you kind of look at it there, it does kind of remind me of a Cherokee or something like that. Passive keyless entry up front. And then to the door panel, we do get power door lock controls and memory seat function there. A one-touch up and down window on the driver's side, express down on the other 3 doors. Power mirror controls are here. Those mirrors are heated and they do have blind spot monitors. Power lift gate. We have our electronic parking brake, drive modes, all-wheel drive, automatic brake hold, auto stop toggle, hood release. You get a manual tilt telescoping steering wheel. And then here's our power driver seat with 2-way power lumbar support. But I want to give a huge thanks to Chevrolet Buick GMC of Murfreesboro here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee for allowing me to review this Terrain today. I'll leave a link below in the description. If you're looking to find the best price on one of these closer to home, click that second link down below. It takes just a minute to fill out your information, and I'll make sure the local dealers are fighting to get you the best price on this or whatever new vehicle you might be interested in. But I have the seat up front adjusted for someone of my size, being 6'3" with longer legs, so we're gonna check out this rear seat space and see how I can fit back here. So pretty good space. Seat back pockets are on both sides. We do get 3-stage heated outboard seats. And then we have our rear AC vents there. 2 USB-C charge ports down below. And there's a look at the front from back here. Panoramic sunroof, that's what the sunshade looks like. And then this middle seat folds down and we do have bottle holders there. And then LED reading lights. If you want to hang a shirt or a pair of pants there, you can. Grab handle. And I love this trim here. It looks really nice. You really have to see it in person to kind of get the full effect, but it is very nice how it goes with this Forest Storm. Now for your child locks, lock and unlock on either door. Fuel fillers here. And as we come around to the back, we do get the LED tail lamps. And then we do have that power lift gate, so just hit the button back here. And pretty good storage behind the second row. Top tethers are integrated on the back of the seats themselves. You have a 12-volt back here. And then you lift this up. Little storage, or you can put this pocket up and you have access to a spare tire if you ever need that. Now as we come around to the rear passenger side, if you want to fold the seat flat, just push in here. That'll fold down and you can run longer objects through to the front, and then pretty easy to pop it back into place. And then you have lower latch anchors behind these covers here if you need those for the car seats. Front passenger seats, power with 2-way power lumbar support. Glove compartment, we do have a couple owner's manuals in there. Storage pocket underneath where a traditional shifter would be. If you want to stow a handbag or something like that, you can. And then as we come back around to the front, just a quick look in the engine bay. But there's the 1.5-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder. And before we hop in the driver's seat, just a quick look at the blinkers. So leather wrap steering wheel here. There's the horn. Now over here to the radio, we do get AM, FM, XM along with Bluetooth, wireless CarPlay, Android Auto compatibility. You can check out your vehicle status here if you want to see the air filter live, battery voltage, oil life, all of that is right in here. Or you can go in sub menus and you can see everything that way. Now your climate controls, you get dual zone automatic climate controls, so you can adjust the temperature or fan direction from this menu here, or you can use the touch screen down below, or you can use this switch here to adjust that there. And then your fan speed or fan direction, you can always pull up here on the side as well. 3-stage heated cooled seats, you can adjust that from the bottom of the screen too. And then with the Google Assistant, Play Store, Google Maps is part of this, this screen here. You can have access to that with a subscription. Your off-road menu is here, which is pretty neat. So you can see the pitch roll, compass, elevation, all of that there. And then your settings include rear seat reminder, buckle to drive, teen driver. And then you can go into your system settings here, change your language as well as your units of measurement. And then traction control, hill descent, fog lights, all that, you can toggle that there, push of a button. And then down here, you always have a shortcut for your lights because they are on the screen, but you can turn them on, or 99.9% of the time, leave them in auto, you'll be fine. And then your lane keeping system, you can turn that on or off there. And again, a shortcut for the controls at the bottom of the screen too. USB-A, USB-C port there. Camera, you have a backup camera, front camera, curbside views, and then you do have the interior camera. So I always like having that. You can keep an eye on the kids, or if you just want to look at yourself and see how beautiful you are, you can do that. Your bottle holders are here. A wireless charging pad, center console cubby space with a removable tray. And then this one has a rear camera mirror. Open or shut that. And then your hazards, OnStar, slide, tilt, your sunroof, and then this is for the shade. So I'll show you what a one-touch slide looks like here. And then you can hit it a second time. Goes pretty far back. But there's a look at the back seat from up here. I love that you can close the roof and the sunshade at the same time. Sunglasses holder. And then your vanity mirror. Back up front, left side stock blinkers. Fluid, and then the wipers. Rear wiper. And then your high beams. Shifters on the right hand column, so hit the brake, pull for neutral, pulling up for reverse, pulling down for drive, and then you can activate your low mode here. And then when that's on, you can use the paddle shifters behind the steering wheel to adjust what gear you're being limited to, and you can see where it's being limited to in that bottom right hand corner of the gauge cluster. And then press P for park there. Now behind the steering wheel on the left side, we can toggle our track list or radio station favorites, and then behind on the right side, we can go through volume, up, down. Adaptive cruise control standard, but we can turn that on and then hold this cancel button to turn on the regular cruise, and then do the same thing to go back to adaptive. And regardless of whether you're trying to do this for the adaptive cruise control or the forward collision alert, you can adjust the gap for that right here, and then set your speed for the cruise there. Heated steering wheel toggle, and then this goes through the different gauge faces that you have available. And then you can go through your favorites. Unless you pull up the audio sources, then you can use this to go through your different sources there. And then you can mute, use Bluetooth, voice recognition. Push button starts there. Finally, here's the key fob with remote start. But next, let's go ahead and take this 2027 GMC Terrain AT4 with all-wheel drive out on the road for a test drive. So starting the test drive in this Terrain AT4 here, I have it in the all-wheel drive mode, and it does pull a bit more linear compared to the front-wheel drive models of the Terrains, the Equinoxes. So If you like that, that's helpful, but you can also put it into the front wheel drive mode as well, just by turning that all-wheel drive off. But you have a few different modes here as well. So you have normal, off-road, terrain, and then your snow and ice. And then also with this one having the tow package, you do have that tow haul mode, so you can activate that as well. Now I won't be able to do it from a stop, but I'm gonna give it a pull getting on the interstate here. Here we go. So I want to give one more huge thanks to Chevrolet Buick GMC of Murfreesboro for allowing me to review this Terrain today. I'll leave a link below in the description. If you're looking to find the best price on one of these closer to home, click that second link down below. It takes just a minute to fill out your information, and I'll make sure the local dealers are fighting to get you the best price on this or whatever new vehicle you might be interested in. But I mean, the acceleration is decent. It can get a bit loud. I shouldn't say loud, but it can feel a bit strained as you kind of get up to that red line. But I mean, it's adequate power. It's what you expect for a vehicle like this. Now the tires, because they are off-road oriented, they are a bit louder than even the 19-inch wheels on the Terrain Elevation, in my opinion, are quieter than these 17-inch tires. But I like the sound. I like the grabber tires in general. They just feel rugged, and if you're getting a vehicle like this, I feel like that's what you want. But sound acoustics and everything else feels about what it should be with this model. Now, in terms of what you get for the money, it's a bit steep being over 46 grand for a vehicle like this, but you get all-wheel drive capabilities, sunroof, adaptive cruise control, heated cooled seats, a heated steering wheel, memory seat functions, and you know, being able to tow a little bit is also nice as well. But I think if you get one of these, you really like the Terrains, you really like having something that's easy to drive, but you like having that kind of Subaru-esque capability, that Jeep capability in terms of light off-roading. You know, having that all-wheel drive, if it's snow, ice, whatever, it's nice to have. And other than the powertrain, I'm glad we have the 8-speed automatic here, but I think you get a lot for the money compared to the competition. The only thing that really kind of falls behind some of these other vehicles is going to be the 1.5 Turbo 4, but to be in this price point, there's really nothing else like this if you're comparing it to the German brands. Now, if you're comparing it to Kia or to Honda, you have some cheaper options, but it depends on what you're looking for. And I feel like those, you know, Kia offers it a little bit with their, I guess, the X Prestige and those kind of things, but for the most part, the off-road segment is pretty heavily taken by the likes of Jeep, and then you do have a little bit of help from Ford and Chevy in terms of these small SUVs that are off-road capable for under 50,000. But this AT4 also provides quite a bit of luxury in terms of the interior with this cloth Cortec package. Love the Forest Storm. The door panels feel luxurious. Everything feels very nice to be at this price point. And you also have that again, off-road capability on top of that. So I think a pretty good option if you're in this space and you want something that feels pretty nice on the inside. So all that being said, this will bring me to the end of my review of this 2027 GMC Terrain AT4 with all-wheel drive.